another fucking thing. Like, is anyone at all surprised that Trump tried to hide his taxes with all that money that just came out? Like, every time that he was confronted about it, you would always hear him fucking skirt the issue. Like, he seriously thought everybody was dumb. And I, I'm just absolutely loving the fact that all of this paperwork is coming out and there's no way to deflect. There's no way to gaslight. I mean, obviously the cult is going to follow it because, fucking Trump can do no wrong. But it really pours some cold fucking water on what they're trying to do to Biden right now, especially when they got no evidence. And when the fuck is Biden actually gonna stand up, use the bully pulpit, and tell corporations to stop fucking price gouging people, calling it inflation? Because, I mean, not only does it hurt his numbers having to deal with that bullshit, but also it obviously hurts the average, I don't know, fucking consumer because they can just blame on inflation and fucking greedflation. I mean, they've made how much in profits ever since COVID? Like, it's time for the executive branch to call this bullshit out. Because if there's only one person that possibly can do anything to make a difference, because I mean, that's something that both Republicans and Democrats agree on, is they don't want to pay more money for shit just so billionaires make more goddamn money. Like, that needs to be spoken about a hell of a lot more, especially from this administration being as pro-worker as they are. And yeah, I mean, do not get me wrong, Biden is not perfect. The way that the entire situation around the world, he's done the best he can for Ukraine, with the fucking Republicans doing what the fuck they do to hamstring us, because Lord knows what kind of fucking compromise the Putin has on them, especially those motherfuckers that went over there on July 4th, then sat there in Moscow and probably went into the same fucking suite where the alleged Trump P tape was made. I'm sure that's actually like some sort of like destination for Republicans to go. Like, it's like Graceland for bigots. And another fucking thing. What the fuck is the Sound of Freedom movie? I am so absolutely tired of hearing people blow this movie, especially because it's well come out that it was financed by people who are involved in SA. Yes, that's correct. I'm just so tired of the goddamn projection, and everybody that watches that movie, the same people that just type amen in the fucking comments. Like, seriously. When are they going to do the sequel where it's like Operation Sunday Morning, where they actually go and they rescue the kids from, all the fucking preachers that were diddling them? Because Lord knows that's never happened, right? At least these motherfuckers are dumb enough to, when you actually have to acknowledge their presence in public, you end up looking like a dazzling urbanite on the other end, because you're going to see shit like, "Dear Skip, I hat you." Yeah, all right. Thanks, Elmer. At least the one thing that always holds true is that if you want to shut one of those bastards up, all you gotta do is just put them under oath. Sorry, but I just have to go back to the whole, like, I'm sorry, I'm playing a game. Fucking theocratic monarchy bullshit. Sorry, I mean, it's a little frustrating to even have to think about this. But, I mean, they don't like democracy. They want an emperor because they want to be able to subjugate people. They want to be able to make sure that they're the ones with all the power. They're the ones with all the wealth. And that, any of those nasty ideas that might actually progress society forward doesn't fall in pocket with what they desire. And Just this idea that they want to topple democracy because they don't like the fact that people can just be who they are. Like, and it just fucking God makes my goddamn blood boil. And another fucking thing, is it just me or does it just seem like that's what conservative superpower is to completely lie about one thing, and then when they're called out about it, just lie about that, and then when you show them proof of their lies, that all of a sudden you're spinning it, or you're using a false narrative, or I'm taking the words out of context. No, motherfucker, you lied. And I don't know, the whole like we're just shameless bullshit. Like, I know that I think right now that it's going to be their superpower, but I think it's in the end going to be their undoing, because that's the bullshit that the cult of cringe is made of as well. And you know what? The youth, they're just not into that. Women aren't into being subjugated into trad chattel. I'm sorry, you're just going to need to read the room. Look at the last fucking referendums. Who won? Yes, that's right. Last I checked, it was all Democrats. Oh, except for Mississippi, because, you know, they decided to throw out the black votes. But it's Mississippi. Are we really fucking surprised? And have you noticed that Trump is already starting his "the election was stolen from me" bullshit? Because he knows that he's going to get trounced. He might be leading in the polls, but seriously, like, who the fuck answers polls that doesn't have a landline? He's just priming his fucking cult. All you gotta do is just say it enough times and, you know, they'll believe it because they want to believe it, even though the fucking law disagrees. And actually, the fuck around and find out phase has been happening with the law, come to think of it. And they're already planning to make sure that they get all of their election disinformation from fucking Twitter. Yeah, because, you know, YouTube and other places that, you know, actually deal with facts and truth on Earth One. You know how that shit works? Well, if Elon Musk creates an alternate fucking universe where people can go live and spread any kind of bullshit they want under the guise of free speech, then, well, you know. This is going to be an interesting year. By any chance, have you seen those absolutely ridiculous videos of Christians fucking, like, looking like they have, like, a fucking boot on their hand? Well, you can't really see it on their hand, but you know the meme where it's like the boot on the face where it's like they're oppressing themselves, but it's like, I heard Jesus's trumpet, and this is finally my time to get called home and stop being persecuted as a Christian. And it's like fucking them literally like pushing the boot onto their own face. And, you know, I couldn't be any more honest. What I'm still not over right now is just how quickly it's almost like the Forrest Gump memes, like, and just like that, MAGA suddenly lost interest in the Epstein list because, you know, fucking Trump's name is on there. And they're like, well, he didn't go to the island. He was on a plane. It's like, oh yeah, dude, yeah, he totally didn't do stuff on a plane. There's only like photos with him with like young girls on a plane. So like, I swear to God, when he did say he can shoot anybody on Fifth Avenue and get away with it and not lose a single supporter, he wasn't incorrect. I mean, the cult will always find a fucking reason. Just like fucking Comer trying to cover for Trump's money by saying that it was all through Trump's legitimate businesses, whereas Biden made his money from influence peddling. Well, we don't have any actual evidence. You can't show evidence of access, unlike, you know, this hard fucking evidence that Jamie Raskin put together. I swear to God, Fox News, OAN, and Newsmax did to the older generation what they swore video games were gonna do to us. I know Nikki Haley fucking, yeah, here's another fucking thing. Yeah, I know she completely like blew the answer about slavery because she wanted to try to use the whole lost cause states right bullshit thing. But one thing that I absolutely love is the fact that the right is getting so pissed off that our retort when they say states' rights is we say states' rights to what? Like to the point where they're literally trying to make a joke out of it because we figured out their stupid fucking dog whistle. It's really glorious. Apparently, the new line is states' rights to secede. Nice fucking backpedal, Johnny Reb. Another fucking thing, like how hilarious is it that MAGA freaking out about just the little change of lyric that Green Day did? It's like, we want to tell you what to do with your art. I mean, once more, it's some serious mask off shit, but also it's hilarious because like they want to be like, we're the counterculture. No, 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 no. You're the fash. That's what you are. You're the fash. You need to just go ahead and admit it. You need to embrace it. You need to wear it on your fucking sleeves. Maybe there's a little armband with a weird little symbol on it that might fit. I don't know. I mean, all the way to Dropkick Murphys to, I mean, like, Jesus Christ. You do understand that punk rock is to be against anything that's oppressive to anybody, telling them who they want to be or what they want to be. You know, I mean, fucking Nazi punks always tried to infiltrate the scene, but I mean, there was a song called Nazi Punks Fuck Off for a Reason. Trust me, I dealt with enough of that bullshit in my youth. Another fucking thing. Why is it that just so happens that because Trump's name is on the Epstein list, that, and it might be true, it might not, but apparently he had connections to Mossad, and what the island was just one big blackmail operation, apparently. But Trump was just too smart to get caught up in that. And, you know, it's so much easier to gaslight than just being like, oh, yeah, I mean, everybody that hung around Epstein was a slimy motherfucker. And, like, just owning it all because, I mean, I consider myself left leaning. And if Bill Clinton did any of the shit that supposedly he did, put him under the fucking jail. And the bullshit of them always consistently accusing Biden of, like, kitty diddling because Project Veritas created a piece of false information that was fucking debunked, but have no problem just overlooking like all the bullshit with Trump. Like hashtag pedo Trump is there for a reason, if you know what I mean. But no, no, no. It's always the projection. Everything from the fucking money all the way down to this. Like consistently always making stupid fucking pedo jokes about Biden. It's like, hey, you know what? Guess whose name wasn't on that flight log? Yeah, that's right. That's right, motherfucker. But then again, I guess policy doesn't fucking matter. You know, nothing actually matters. They're just gonna fucking either gaslight themselves or, you know, just say the complete opposite the next day. The only thing that matters is that they own the libs, you know, fucking just trolling is all that matters. But it's okay. It's okay because you know what? Those economic numbers don't lie. And you know what? Those numbers don't lie about also the fact that silently the administration did the job that Trump's administration couldn't, including getting the fucking infrastructure bill done. Because remember, it was only 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks till the fucking infrastructure was done. Remember, only 2 fucking weeks. Well, you know what? It actually got done through this administration. Put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it, Red Caesar. Going back to the whole states' rights dog whistle, I'm sorry, Fash. Like, we're going to keep saying when you say states' rights, we're going to say states' rights to what? I don't care how much it annoys you. That's the answer you're going to get from now on. Just like when you dumb fucks ask, what is a woman? Let me tell you what. It's a gender that someone identifies as. Jesus Christ, is it that hard? I mean, I understand that the last time that, you know, most of you fash motherfuckers, the last time you saw a vagina in real life was when you fell out of one. But, you know, it doesn't mean that we have to keep asking us what it means. I mean, I know that we have a lot more experience in person, but I suppose when in doubt, to go to the subject matter experts, right? Yeah. And another fucking thing. At least Pam Hemphill is coming out and telling the truth about the bullshit that happened on January 6th so that the cult can't fucking keep gaslighting. Like, she went to jail. She went to fucking jail over 1/6. Like, I don't know. If somebody who has actually done time, if they can come forward and speak and nothing works, I don't get it. I mean, Jesus Christ.
However, the narrative with the J6 is getting worse. And what's happening with Trump's rhetoric out there, the lone wolves is what I'm worried about, that are going out there and they're becoming dangerous. When you threaten a judge or the Secretary of State and want to do a SWAT on somebody, it's really scary, because the narrative is getting worse and worse, that the election was not stolen. They will not let go of that one. And we know that's a lie. And Trump knew the election had been stolen, and he had us come there anyway. I mean, I'm so tired of the narrative that they're putting out there, and that's why I speak out, because I have all the receipts. I was there. I know what happened that day, and I hold Trump totally responsible.
And like, fucking, she went to jail. She went to jail. You can't get much more, I don't know, of a reality check, I suppose. And that's, the only way to get out of the fucking cult is to have to step away from the Kool-Aid. And unfortunately, sadly, the only way to do that's in jail. But that didn't work for Chansley because he drank the Kool-Aid so fucking deep. And now he thinks that he can actually run for Congress. I'm sorry, but he engaged in insurrection. He engaged in fucking insurrection. Hornboy engaged in insurrection. 14th Amendment, Section 3. Read it, son. And another fucking thing. Troy Nels saying that he will not vote for border funding because it might help Biden's administration and it might help his poll numbers look better for re-election. It's just the typical fucking Republican thing. Bitch about a problem, make sure the problem can't be fixed, blame the problem on someone else, get back in power, make the problem even worse, pretend it never happened. Oh my fucking god. At least they're saying the quiet part out loud. See, that's one thing we have actually going for us with these fucking dumb Nazis as opposed to the original ones, is they actually knew how to be covert. They actually knew how to keep their fucking mouth shut and run a secret network. But luckily, Trump's cult is just full of loudmouth fucking hillbillies. This whole I don't want to do my party unless the party that I work for is in charge bullshit, it really needs to go. And at least, blue voters are paying attention to the most unproductive fucking Congress in how long? They passed what? Nothing. Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying Republicans are worthless. Fucking Chip Roy saying Republicans have passed nothing. I mean, Andy Biggs saying the same fucking thing too. At least they're saying the quiet part out loud. That's my thing that, I'm sorry, once more, gaming. That is my favorite thing about just the time that we're living in now, is that we're living in the fucking find out era. The fuck around has happened and we lived through that, and now it's the find out era. And all we have to do is just vote, man. Really lends credit to the saying, if it's broke, don't fix it. At least that one fucking resort canceled Marjorie Taylor Greene's January 6th anniversary little shindig that she had planned for her and all of her fucking traitor supporters. So, I mean, sooner or later they're going to figure out they're just not with the culture, and they're never going to have the culture. They can fucking keep having Vanilla Ice show up at their parties while pro-union Dropkick Murphys play